Many viewers were unhappy by Bobby Nash's death in 911, and now that a season has passed, it seems they had every right to be, since it turns out that taking him off was totally needless. Fans will always react negatively when a main character in a show dies, especially if they adored the character. Therefore, it wasn't shocking how people reacted to Bobby's passing. Bobby was the only main character to die in the 8 seasons of 911. There were deaths, to be sure, but none were as significant as the role played by Peter Krause in the procedural drama on ABC. As a result, viewers were divided at Bobby's passing in Season 8 of 911. His death was seen by many as an unnecessary act, and they are clearly right. The 3-part premiere of Season 9 of 911 features Hen and Athena traveling to space. In 2025, 911 has faced criticism once more, this time for the implausible emergency in Season 9, as if Bobby's passing wasn't enough. Athena Grant and Henrietta Hen Wilson went to space in the second episode of the season's 3-part debut. Regretfully, but not unexpectedly, things did not go as to plan. The man, Trip Hauser, offered Hen a place aboard his spaceship with a pal after saving a tech billionaire the hour before. Hen's wife, Karen Wilson, first objected to her being brought. As she should, Karen considers herself a serious scientist, and she didn't like the tech billionaire's haphazard space trip for everyday heroes. Therefore, it was effectively a publicity gimmick when Hen took Athena along on Hauser's space journey. But when the spacecraft encountered a geometric storm, things took a bad turn. Before Athena and Hen departed Earth, Trip had been informed of the danger, but he disregarded it. The women were still in space and in peril at the end of Episode 2 of Season 911. Although the survival of the 911 protagonist is revealed in Episode 3, some viewers feel that this plot is a little unrealistic, even for 911. They contend that it is unreasonable and absurd for Athena and Hen to travel to space. Theoretically, it is feasible. See Blue Origin in S31. However, when combined with additional information and the history of the program, the whole situation is really ridiculous. For the sake of realism, Bobby died in Season 8. Every 911 episode makes it more obvious that Bobby's death was pointless. In an earlier statement regarding Bobby's passing, Tim Minear, the showrunner of the ABC procedural drama, described it as a bold creative choice and a sacrifice via Variety. He added that the choice had given the world of 911 a sense of being more alive and more real. In essence, Krause's character was written out for artistic reasons more than because he wanted to depart 911. The goal of Minear and company was to give the TV show a more genuine feel. Bobby had to go since first responders lose their lives while performing their duties every day. Bobby apparently died for the sake of reality, but it also gave the other characters greater nuance. Therefore, even if the 3-part opener of 911 Season 8 features Athena and Hen traveling to space, it serves as a reminder that Bobby's death was needless. The show is simply going more into ridiculous territory if it keeps examining fantastical plots and dramatic catastrophes. Bobby should still be alive because of that. 911 is by no means seen as realistic. How Bobby can still be resurrected by 911. The good news is that Krause's chances of playing Bobby again in later 911 episodes increase with the show's absurdity. We're not suggesting that bringing Bobby back to life would transform the procedural drama on ABC into a supernatural drama, but there are alternative, less ridiculous ways to raise him from the grave. At the conclusion of 911 Season 8, Episode 15, Bobby might not have died. Fans will remember that he died of a virus in a laboratory, which creates a possibility that he could come back to life. It's possible that Bobby survived and was sent to a government lab to undergo testing after catching the virus. Or perhaps Bobby had to pretend to be dead for some other ridiculous reason. Another possibility is that everything that has occurred since Episode 15 of Season 8 of 911 has just been a dream. Though it's highly improbable that they will use any of them, the authors might now come up with a plethora of explanations why Bobby isn't dead. The authors are far more likely to stick to their choice to murder Bobby, even though there is a lot of fan support for his comeback. The likelihood of Krause reprising his role in a dream or flashback is significantly higher. In any event, Bobby's death is unnecessary because 911 has reached the point of no return in terms of realism.